Let's turn off that music, shall we? Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly or bi weekly session called Just Meditate. I was just talking about going over to a bi weekly session for this Just Meditate session. We still have sessions every week, alternating between Monday and Thursdays. Welcome. Welcome to Just Meditate. I'm Seb, the founder of the Transformational Meditation Group, a group for people that want to use meditation and self regulation techniques to change their lives and lives of others. Although we're not going to talk about transformational meditation, my live online sessions are about basic meditation and self regulation, not too deep, just for fun and to give people a taste of what meditation can be like and how you can use it in different settings. So, welcome to you all, and especially for those on Fireside. Fireside is a participatory medium, so feel free to type something in the chat, ask to come on stage, as we call it, and ask a question or share your experiences. We are also streaming live on Instagram and on Second Life as well. But the focus is on Fireside. Mostly. Hey Rimal, good to see you too. Welcome on board. So let's talk about the theme for today, which is habits, and especially how you might want to create a habit out of meditation, because it's one of the things I hear often is like, well, it's nice, but I struggle making a daily routine out of it. And it's logical because what creates a habit easily for us is when we have a trigger, of course, like we want to do something, and then we do the activity and we get rewarded for it. But the reward for meditation is very subtle. Okay, you feel relaxed at first, maybe. That's something you experience. Oh, that's nice. But the other changes for meditation, they are subtle. That you become more mindful. Like I say often, you notice when you get triggered after a while. But also, sometimes meditations are hard, especially when you're struggling and trying to, for example, not get carried away with thoughts and feelings that come up, and all the time have to get back to your anchor point and your breath. And that might be a struggle. And then it's not rewarding, of course. And then you don't have that that energy to start doing this every morning or every evening. So what can we do? One thing we can do is make it easier and make it more rewarding. There's several ways you can accomplish that. What I like to say is journaling, but also make some sort of reward system out of it. Use a meditation timer, for example. Set it to start with on 5 minutes, and don't get frustrated if you need to get out of your meditation after 1 minute. Write down that you meditated one minute. If you do that in an app or you do that on a piece of paper, just keep track. 1 minute. Maybe the next day you reach 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Maybe one day when you meditate, you go beyond 5 minutes. Your meditation timer goes off, but you're just in a good spot. And why get out of my meditation now? I go a little bit further. And then you say, oh, all of a sudden I'm 10 minutes. And then you get your reward. And you can, for example, also, when you count the amount of minutes in a week, you say, oh, when I reach 20 minutes in a week, I'll buy myself something or do something nice or tell your meditation teacher about it and get a reward from him or her. Something like that. Make it rewarding, because we are like that. When we do something and want to make a habit out of it, it's easier when we get a reward for it, isn't it? It's also how we learn to brush our teeth. I mean, when you were a child, why did you want to waste your time brushing your teeth? You want to play, isn't it? You want to play with your toys, play with your friends. And Why would you brush your teeth? But your mom and dad were like, no, brush your teeth, and you always got a reward. Not only not always presents, but always a good word like, wow, perfect, well done. Or maybe you used a timer when you brushed your teeth. And your parents were proud of you when you managed to brush your teeth in 2 minutes. Such things. And now, brushing your teeth for most people is a habit. You do it every morning, do it every evening. Some people do it 3 times a day. So, yeah, that's a habit. It has become a habit, and meditation can become a habit in the same way. So, if you have children and you want to teach them meditation, it might be boring for them. But with reward, you can keep that, or you can turn that into a habit for them. And they will then notice that the more they do meditation, it becomes not only easier, but it becomes more interesting as well. And that's another point. If you struggle with meditation, if you struggle focusing, if your mind gets all over the place very quickly and you find that irritating, make it easier, change your expectations about it. And that's what we're going to do in our little session right now. We're going to just be mindful and just observe without any expectations. Just do the practice, just do it. And just see what happens. Don't be judgmental and say, oh, this is bad because I got so many thoughts and I got carried away. Just notice that as, okay, this happened. Be mindful about it. A great example of using mindfulness to get rid of a bad habit, to break a bad habit. For example, smoking. I recently read a study where they used mindfulness to make people stop smoking. And what they did is that they asked people to actually smoke, but smoke in a mindful way and really get to notice the taste of your cigarette, get to notice the smell of your cigarette. And what many people said was, oh my God, actually it tastes horrible and it smells horrible and I cough and etc. And what they thought was the reward from smoking actually became a punishment. Like, this is not good. And they managed to stop very quickly just because they turned around their perspective around smoking, became very mindful of the reality around it. What is actually happening when I smoke? So that was a great example of how you can break a habit with mindfulness meditation. And if you then make a habit out of mindfulness meditation, well, you have broken a habit by creating a new one, which was more healthier for you. So, just meditate sessions are easy to follow meditations that everyone can do. And like I said, we don't go too deep, just meditate. So find a comfortable position. I'm going to guide you through it. Make sure you have good enough support. And just for those people, or in general, that had a long day, like me, and you want to just get rid of everything that has happened, take a nice, good, deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Lower your shoulders, loosen your jaw, and close your eyes. And then take a nice, deep inhale again. Exhale through your mouth. And just let the day go. Feel yourself getting centered. Feel yourself getting ready. One more time, a nice good deep inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. And you can just sigh and say, whew. Just let all that what happened today go. Center yourself. Time for self-love, time for self-care. You deserve it. You have the right to it. Breathe normally. And then try to breathe slower and deeper than you usually would do. So breathe more calmly and deeper. Lower the tempo, lower your frequency of your breath. This is just to tell your body that it is in a safe place, getting you out of that flight or fight mode. And also notice where in your body you feel your breath the most. Where do you feel your breath the most? Maybe you feel your breath the most in your nostrils, in the back of your throat or your chest, or maybe you feel your breath the most in your tummy. Notice where you feel your breath the most and keep your attention there. Keep your attention focused on that point in your body where you feel your breath the most. And notice how you are breathing through that point. Notice the quality of your breath as you feel yourself breathing through that point where you feel your breath the most. Maybe you notice the colder air flowing in and the warmer air flowing out. Stay with your breath, or your divine presence as I like to call it. Use it as an anchor to hold on to, as we now become the observer. So try focusing on your breath, hold on to that focus point. And you can imagine yourself leaning backwards, relaxing into this moment, and become the observer of whatever is happening right now, around you or inside of you. You can even imagine turning this into a television show that you're watching. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to present itself. Just sit back, relax. You might notice thoughts coming up, feelings coming up, images coming up in your mind's eye. And treat them for what they are. They are thoughts, they are images, they are feelings. Just observe them. Try to not get carried away with them. Don't engage too much with them. Notice them. You don't need to use any effort to quiet your mind other than just being the observer of your mind, the observer of your life, the observer of whatever is going on around you or inside you right now. And if you notice your mind wandering off and you get too engaged with your thoughts, it's good that you notice it, because then you can get back to that focus point, get back to your breath. Just sit back again, relax, and be the observer. There's no real goal with this meditation. It's to just calm down, settle down, and observe. Doing very good. Let's go on for a minute or two more. Just by being still, be the observer. And I can tell you're doing good because there's no goal with this meditation. It's just to observe. You can't do anything wrong. It's not a problem when you get carried away with your thoughts. Just acknowledge that these are things that are happening right now. Okay. Now just let's get back. Slowly become more aware of the room you are in. Getting back to our 3D world. Maybe you want to notice more of the sounds around you in the room. Notice your body in the room. Maybe move your body back and forth slowly, carefully from side to side. Wiggle with your fingers and toes, and when you are ready, open your eyes. Welcome back and well done. Perfect. And I can say, well, did it go well? It didn't go well, but it's really not important. Just the act of doing it. Just practicing. I heard someone telling about breaking habits or creating a new habit. A person that wanted to do more exercise and run, but she didn't feel like running for a mile or something like that, or 10 minutes every day, and she didn't find that interesting. And she just started by doing a minute. Just do it, even if it's a minute. And that minute turned into a habit, and she found, after doing that minute's running for every day, she found satisfaction in it. She found joy in it. Not so much the fact that she was running, but the fact that she was doing something that she wanted to do, even if she wasn't very motivated of doing it. I know it sounds weird, but just by doing it 1 minute every day, it became a habit. She started to get used to it. And then it paid off as well, of course, It's the same with meditation. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be right. You don't have to strain yourself. Try, just do it, do something, do it every minute. And if you want to make it more rewarding, set a little goal. Set, okay, write down your score. Now you can write down 5-6 minutes. I guess we meditated now. Put it onto your scoreboard. By the end of the week, you take a look. Oh, wow, 20-minute meditation actually this week. All right. Maybe you want to reward yourself for that and make it slowly but surely more of a habit, just like brushing your teeth. Okay. And so let me turn on my video again on Fireside as well. Awesome. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to type them in the chat or ask to come on stage. We'll be back again on Monday with our session called Love Your Love Muscle. I will think about a theme this week, the rest of this weekend. And that will be on Monday on the same time as we have today, 10 p.m. Central European Time, 1 p.m. Pacific Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. UK Time, if I remember correctly. So I hope to see you back on Monday. Those are more elaborate sessions where we especially talk about heart-focused living, heart-focused meditations. Okay. Thank you for joining. I hope to see you back on Monday. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, have a wonderful rest of your day, and have a wonderful rest of your week, and have a good weekend. Be safe, take care, and namaste.